Hi Leo, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another Love Bite. Leo, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome in newcomers. Leo Spirit. Alright, Leo, 3 cards for the first person. 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. Okay. Second person, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. Mutual energies, Page of Cups, the Hermit, and the Emperor. Bottom of my deck, I have the Judgment in reverse. So somebody feels they may not get a second chance now. They're feeling very insecure. This person is feeling very embarrassed. They're feeling very ashamed of themselves. They may have turned their back on the connection, or they feel the other person has now. They know they've reached the end. It's like they're carrying a huge burden and they feel they've lost their power in this connection. The other person says, it's okay, I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm beautiful, I'm focusing on my money. Yes, in this connection, I was very, very discontent. I didn't get the love I deserved. So, yes, my heart is close to them now. This person was false. They were, egoistic. They were a false person, basically. So, I'm not going to wait around for them anymore. That's my first thought, of course. I'm going to clarify these cards for you, Leo. But before that, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Leo and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Leo and their person spirit. All right, let's take a few more from a third deck and then we'll start the reading. Leo and their person spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Leo, if you're looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here, Leo, says, I'm sorry for making you feel like you were hard to love. You really were the best thing that's ever happened in my life. You deserved someone better than me. I've been loyal to you. Can you honestly say you've been loyal to me? Loyalty to me is knowing that you can trust someone with your mind, body, heart, life, and soul. Being a faithful and reliable partner always. I'm stalling. I want you all to myself. How do you know so much? I want to look better first. I was never able to be my true self around you. Let me start over with you. I always chose you. Every damn time, every damn day. You say you want me, but your actions, they don't match with the words that have come out of your mouth. Damn it, I want you to choose me and show me that you mean it. Nothing is more terrifying and simultaneously delightful than having to bear witness to how our two distinctive souls are joined energetically for eternity. I understand if you're feeling scared, because it scares the F out of me too. Alright, so these were some of your messages, Leo. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on the first line, which is person A, then we'll move to the second line, person B, and newcomers, please remember these are not gender-based. Okay, you could be either one of them if this is your reading. Alright, so person A, let's start with you. 6 of Wands in reverse. Why are you so embarrassed? Oh, they feel like a fool. This person feels like a fool. They may have had some toxic behavior in the past, or, and they were in their lower vibration or something. And like I said, I think you both, turned your backs to each other. Something happened here where they are very embarrassed about their past toxic behavior. Tell me more about the 3 of Wands in reverse. It's come out twice. Yes, I think they feel the other person has turned their back on them now. They feel the other person has become more powerful, they've taken their power back, they are totally into self-love, or they're moving on to new love. All these thoughts are ruminating in their head, and they're going round and round and round and round, very burdened, very overwhelmed, and feeling like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my person to somebody else. Why was I so stubborn or egoistic in the past? It's like they want to now come back and prove to their person that they've changed, and they want to now take responsibility. They want to come and offer something stable. Let's start from scratch. But they are very worried. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's already over. So this person is still spying, they are still watching, they are kicking themselves for taking their person's love for granted, trying to find out if the other person still has any feelings left for them. Is there any possibility to end the stagnation? Why? Because now they are missing all that attention they were getting. This person has a void in their heart now. They have a lack of love in their life. Okay, so person B, what about you? You seem to be thriving, I would say. Single, independent, doing really well. Yeah, person A says, I'm passing judgment on this person because none of my dreams and wishes came true here. I've lost hope and faith in this connection, Omkaratarot. Why? Because they felt that this was an unfair situation. This was an unfair, unjust situation. I've lost faith in this connection. It wasn't moving in a positive direction. It was only moving backwards. So I had to take a step back. I had to take a step back and, figure out what I truly wanted in my life. But this wasn't it. This was like I was very discontent. I didn't get the kind of love and offer that I needed in my life, and also made me reflect on what I have to stand up for, or what I need in my life. I want something long lasting. I want commitment in my life. I have to focus on my 10 cups now. So somewhere they feel, yeah, this person was just a trickster. They were just a trickster, so they never made up their mind. They never chose me. They never protected me. They never loved me. They always kept me as I was just an option in their life. Very egoistic, very prideful, and very selfish and very self-centered, according to person B. So they are kind of ready to start a brand new journey of their own life, because I think they've been pissed off. They've been very, very upset and angry with person A, who they felt was emotionally manipulating them, never, being emotionally open, vulnerable, So mutual energies then for the first person. The first person knows that they have to come and apologize. They want to apologize. They made some very foolish and unwise decisions in their life. They want to say that, hoping that that can lead to some kind of a reconciliation. They are accepting that, yes, I made some very foolish and unwise decisions. But even though they're feeling very lonely and they want a reconciliation, somewhere they also know that they've lost their power in the connection. They're very afraid that the other person has emotionally already detached or walked away from them and may not even return. So they are just wishing, praying, hoping, and realizing what they've done. So person B, what about you? What's the Page of Cups for you? Yeah, person B says, yes, they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. They were rude. They were mean. They were a bit of a narcissist, in fact. Yes, I wouldn't mind an apology, because I was carrying all the weight of this connection on my shoulders. But I'm not waiting around for them either. Person B says, yeah, I'm now choosing a different path altogether. I'm done waiting around for this person to, improve or, be the person that I wanted them to be. This person was just a false person. And they just continue to make me very angry and very upset. So why the Emperor in reverse? Yeah, person B says, I've lost hope. I've lost hope in them. I've seen through their games. I've seen through their stubbornness. I've seen through, how they were pretending to be somebody they were not. And I deserve somebody much better. I deserve a true soulmate who will give me an equal give and take. So I think person B could be right now just focused on themselves, on their independent life, on their work. They've kind of given up hope that person A even loves them or sees them as their future anymore. It's like, after what I found out, it gave me too much stress, too much anxiety, and then I had to just release this connection once and for all, because I was dealing with somebody who all they did was break my heart. They made false promises and broke my heart. Now I'm only going to give to people who give back to me in return. So for that, I have to get onto my own chariot and move forward and hope for the best. Hope for good things to come into my life. So judgment in reverse as the overall energy. This is person B passing judgment and saying no second chances to anyone who treats me badly. They were a narcissist. They were, rude or mean or horrible to me. So I'm not even thinking that I should start any conversation. According to person B, this is already over. And person A knows that. And that's why they're so worried now. That's what I have for you, Leo. Till next time then. Love and light. Take care. Namaste.